Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. Big news from the NLRB and a shakeup at the Department of Labor. Last week, Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-DeRemer resigned her post. Stepping in as acting secretary is Keith Sonderling, who was confirmed as deputy secretary in 2025. And the National Labor Relations Board could soon have a three-person Republican majority. Pending Senate confirmation, Republican James Macy will fill the vacant seat on the board. Epstein Becker Green's Mike Farrell has more.
James Macy's currently at the U.S. Department of Labor. He's been there since 2024. Before that, he spent about 40 years practicing labor law at a private firm in Milwaukee on the management side. He's been nominated to fill the vacancy that was left by former Republican board member Marvin Kaplan. So we've confirmed this term would run through August 27 of 2030. Significantly, he's been nominated as a package with the renomination of Democratic board member David Prouty, who, if reconfirmed, would have a term that runs through August of 2031.
This packaging of the nominees bodes well for a rapid confirmation process. To maintain quorum, the Senate must confirm at least one nominee before Member Prouty's current term expires in August. Macy's addition would mean that the board would have both a quorum and a three-person Republican majority. This change would give the board significantly more flexibility to pursue the priorities of the current administration.
Currently, the board has 3 members, so it has enough to function, but the Republican majority there is 2-1. And by tradition, which current Chairman Murphy and Member Meyer have said that they will abide by, the overturning of prior board precedent has been done with 3 board members voting to overturn the precedent and not 2. So this would provide a third GOP member on the board. So presumably, if they're aligned on those issues of overturning board precedent, there would now be 3 members voting to overturn, and likely Member Prouty in the dissent.
What NLRB precedents are likely to be reconsidered if the board has 3 Republican votes?
There's a host of those issues. I think some that are top of mind. For example, the captive audience, a rule from the Biden-era board that outlawed or banned employers from holding mandatory captive audience meetings as part of a pre-election campaign. That had long been the practice that employers could hold those types of meetings. I think that's coming back. The Cemex decision, which Member Prouty had been an author of, I think is on life support in terms of bargaining orders from employers and setting aside and not hosting elections. They're a standard for evaluating employer work rules and policies, even for non-union employers. I think is going to be looked at. The Thryv remedies that came out of the Biden board that expanded remedies that the board would seek beyond the traditional remedies. Those are all areas I expect this board to look at.
Thanks, Mike, and thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.